What's up, YouTube? We back again, another reaction. Airplay Beats, La and Chi. And today we got Little River Band, Light of Day. And this is featuring our homie Brandon, one of our subscribers, one of the homies who came on to do a reaction with it. Appreciate you coming on with us, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Thank you.
So here we go. Little River Band, Light of Day. You ready?
Yep.
There we go. Just one here for you.
Many a time the thought crossed my mind, wondering about people who walk around blind. They don't seem to see the light of day. Everything is just okay, taking no heed of what they can learn, running in circles, no point of return, heading for the door that reads escape. Anything that they can take. Hey boys, come out and dig the dance. Come on and take a chance. Believe in the light of day. Lonesome nights and wasted days leads a man from his true ways. Yet he tells you he's nobody's fool.
What's crazy about what we've just heard right there was the fact that it almost has like an Indian vibe in the Indian
Yeah.
music. Like, you know, when you hear the flute,
That's what I was going to say.
it's like an Indian vibe.
And when they get to the hook, when everyone come in, that shit sound like I don't know what band that give me vibes, like maybe Chicago or something like that.
I heard it with you're talking about when they're
When
unison.
they- oh yeah,
Yeah, when harmonizing.
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it had that vibe of that. And also the beginning of the intro part of it sounded like it reminded me of another song too. But the Indian vibes.
I didn't know what country. I was gonna say.
I'm saying Indian music. I don't know the country. It's like
it's
world
kind of
music.
worldly.
But I just know, like, you know, I have Indian friends that play that type of stuff when I go to their parties.
Yeah.
And like that's with the sound.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what Brandon? You got?
I just feel like I'm floating down a river, man.
Oh yeah,
That
for
too.
sure.
That too.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But it's not a river. It's not a river in the United States though.
No.
It's a
Something
river.
exotic.
Right.
It's you're somewhere else.
Yeah, it's
By the Forbidden Temple or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Breaking every golden rule. Hey boys, come out and dig the dance. Come on and take a chance.
Nice and smooth.
Believe in the light of day. Keep a watch on the sand of time.
It's all worldly.
Gaze into your
I'm gonna say something.
eyes of mine.
Comes up at the 16ths. Nice.
Will he knock on your door and invite you to the other side? Catch him riding the scar as he takes you for another ride. Hang on tight, boy,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey boys, come out and dig the dance. Come on and take a chance. Believe in the light of
Hey.
Ooh. Flute.
Hey.
They done turned the stove up
They
Yeah.
to high a little bit.
Yeah,
Medium high.
now they're cooking. Now you're cooking
Uh-huh.
with grease.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
The guitar solos were dope
Yeah,
as
this is
hell.
the second
Yeah.
one going
Guitar,
on right here.
Yeah, the second, but the first one I loved. It brought me into the second one, but yeah, they cooking
Yeah.
right. They're cooking right now.
Oh yeah, what I forgot to say though, when it started, it gave me Sade vibes.
I can
When
see
the
that.
worldly-
She has that worldly music.
Is it a female or a male sing? Because sometimes it gives me like male.
I thought it
vibes.
was a man the whole time.
but
That's
it-
a
it's a male, but it's the vibe sounded like Sade.
No, the music. I can see where you're going. Like it's worldly. It sounds worldly, like it's from somewhere else. And Sade does that as well. So
But yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I love those little, when I don't know if they're actually using real flutes, but that kind of drops in, and then that bass comes in, and the drums kind of takes it up a gear and starts throwing the 16ths down and gets that nice
That
Yeah,
cohesive groove.
Yeah, he
I love
starts
that.
those hi-hats
with
were going. The hi-hats was going.
hand to hand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Started-
Mhm.
And honestly, I didn't want to say anything, but the first guitar solo, I didn't. At first, I was like, "Is that a guitar?" Because I know there's a lot of string instruments out there, like the world, like I don't know the names
about
of.
like a sitar. Or
Like
something.
I
It was
know a lot,
guitar, I think.
but it sounded.
Sure.
It turned into the guitar for me, but yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, grooving to this. Come on. Hey,
It's got funky all of a sudden.
hey.
That's a real flute for sure.
That got funky.
That's for sure real flute.
Sounds like a different song.
Hey, hey. Play that thing, boy.
believe in the light of
Whoa.
Yeah. The 80s bass sound, man. Hey. on, keys, let's go. There we go. There it is. Hey. Hey.
And that thing got
Man, I love
funky,
those
didn't it?
fills.
That thing.
It was almost like listen for me. It was like listening to two
It
different
was
songs.
two
Because
different
when it
songs.
started off, I was like a little underwhelmed. But then when they got to after the first guitar solo, it just went nowhere
It
but up.
dragged you in.
Everything from there
It was,
just it went all the way
it
up.
was a crescendo all the way up.
Yeah,
It
man.
blossomed like
It
a
actually
flower.
turned. I'm like, I'm sitting here after the first pause. I'm like, this is a Indian where you're like worldly music. I'm like Indian, and that shit just turned funky as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got rid of that piece, huh? They
It
got
sounds like
rid
two
of
different
that.
songs.
Yeah,
It's two
Ah,
different
they
songs.
so did get rid of it.
ah.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
man, like I love that like that groove, man, and I could just get like when something just has all those elements in there and it just kind of just throws you back and then they hit those little chops in the right places. I love that stuff.
Yeah, man, that was a good
I
one.
love that stuff, man.
Nah, the instruments were amazing. They turned that got funky.
What year was this?
It had to be 75.
I think it was 75.
I could tell
Gotta
like it.
be.
You know what? You
Because
know
they
what?
was entrenched in the funk.
No, but you know
Yeah.
It
what? You
was
know what
in
gave me that
them right
sound?
there.
It was the bass because it
Oh,
reminded me
yeah.
of our
Yeah,
dad had
Parliament.
our dad had a Johnny Guitar Watson album, and
The
it
one with
actually reminded me of the Johnny Guitar
the
Watson
one where
album.
he's standing with the car behind him.
I don't know which one it was, but the bass line sound is like it
Yeah,
was like real similar.
yeah.
I knew it was like 75 or something.
I
Right.
will say this, I know that there's a few different singers in the band and some of their other tracks it's a different singer. I know that.
Hmm.
And then apparently Glenn Fry who get from the Eagles, who
I know
started the
Glenn Fry.
Eagles,
Yeah, I heard of Glenn Fry. Yeah,
like I guess he called them the best singing band in the world.
They was
So
blowing at the
I don't
beginning.
know for
yeah.
whatever that's
They
worth.
they
But
they sounded. I couldn't. I don't know if it
It
was.
mhm,
sounded like we heard that was like two songs
Yeah,
in
they
one.
put it together.
Yeah, they
mhm,
did. They did.
yeah,
But yeah,
man, that was awesome. Thanks for playing that, man.
yeah.
Really
Thanks.
appreciate
Dope
that.
record,
Yeah, that
man.
was.
Dope record.
Thanks for coming on with
Hmm.
us, man. We're
Of
gonna
course,
do it
anytime.
again
All right,
for sure.
sounds good.
But yeah,
Let's do it.
yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and we up out of here.
You know, I'm on Patreon, right? You got a few guys on there, and I'm realizing, man, you guys really do have like music connoisseurs that follow you.
Mm-hmm.
This one dude, Rob, came on there. Shout out to Rob, by the way.
Uh-huh.
I was reading through on there, and he's like, hey, you got to check out this band called the Little River Band. And he's like, there's a couple songs, and he threw them out there. And what was the name of it? Step Into the Daylight, I think it was. Anyway, I
Okay.
sent the link, but I'm like, okay, I had a few drinks in me last night. I was hanging out, having a nice time, and I'm like, I'm gonna put these on. I'm gonna try them, and I was like blown away. And I'm like, okay, so what's the deal with this band? And I looked at the album, and I'm like, holy crap, I actually know who these guys are, even though I don't know. So when I lived in Australia for like 2 years as a kid. My dad was stationed there. He's Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
He was with the Royal Australian Air Force, and so he used to have it. It was the hits, and it was that cover. And I always thought there was a platypus on the logo, and come to find out, nobody knows who they are over here because they're an Australian band. But my dad had that album, and so I
And
remember trying to,
and
yeah.
you
So
were
I listened to the band.
actually in Australia.
yeah, you put the
Yeah,
pieces
we were,
together.
and kind of discovered, and so like just the connection hit. Like this guy's throwing this out, and I'm putting the music on, and I'm like, I used to play some of my dad's old CDs, but a lot of the stuff I would like not really listen to, and I'm like, listen to this, I'm like, holy crap, this is that band.
Mm-hmm.
But what tripped me out is the fact that it's like he happened to request that band, but like it's an Australian band only though. Like that's why people don't know about them. But
Right.
anyways, kind of tripped me out. So it was like this weird connection. Kind of brought me back a little bit, like from childhood memories a little bit. But
You know what's
these
kind of
particular two songs I haven't heard before.
you know what's kind of crazy about that is like you put the connection as a kid to now. You seen it today. You put the connection to back in the days is because album covers like really meant something back then. Like
Yeah.
you could actually look at an album cover and remember it to this day. Oh, I remember that album cover. Like
Yeah.
album covers were different back then. It was like a big part of the packaging.
Yeah,
you don't,
absolutely.
Way
Like,
more than today. Like
I don't even know what the
Yeah.
album.
you don't even know what like you're streaming. You don't really know what it looks
Yeah.
like. You may see it, but it's those things. Like we used to sit, pull them out, and look at those album covers. Like wow.
and that's hilarious too, because like I go back, there was a couple of the songs I checked them out. I'm like, oh, I recognize this one. I recognize this one. You know, kind of. But the cover is what stood out in my mind though. Like that was a, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, here.